Pokemon.
Guys, Dennis Barger here. I've shown you the videos. I've told you what to do. However, I've never put my money where my mouth is. When I opened Wonderworld as the experimental store and I opened Dystopia to prove that it works with any genre, I made the video, you can do this for $20,000. I have done this for $20,000 and I'll show you what I've done. This is Cosmic Pop Retro. It's the culmination of everything I've taught you about in one new concept store. It's got part of Dystopia, it's got part of Wonderworld. We've got Funko Pops, we've got comic books, we've got vinyl, physical media, music media, everything. But it's not just that, guys. We've put this in a much more prosperous mall. The mall in Monroe is great. It's done really good to prove the principle. But can this work in a mall that has so many other things to offer? Guys, I'm here to tell you, it absolutely does work. Action. So I explained that this concept store only needs 4 major components split into 6 different genres. First, slat wall. This location in the Franklin Park Mall didn't have slat wall, so I had to buy new slat wall. That cost $3,000 to slat wall this place. I already had the shelf, so technically I cheated a little there. But you only need to spend about $5,000 of your build out on fixtures. We'll get to that later. I also said inventory is cheap. So I bought a couple collections just for this location. We cleaned out a hoarder house. They had a ton of components, they had a ton of physical media, they had a ton of other little things that made this store fill out. I only paid $3,000 for all of that. I also cheat a little bit, but I kind of paid myself a decent amount for it with the comic books. The Pokemon inventory grows itself. We'll get to that in a second as well. But for the most part, we were able to fill this store out for about $5,000 to $6,000 worth of additional inventory, and then I seeded it with low-cost inventory from my other locations. This is a culmination of the 3 best SKUs from Dystopia and the 3 best SKUs from Wonderworld to equal the 6 genres that we wanted to have in this store. To my left, we have the action figures. It doesn't take a lot, but you just are seasoning the shelf with nostalgia items for them. To my right, we have video games and we have bulk cards and we have sports. So then we get to the manga, the anime, and of course, the Pokemon. I told you that we spent a build out of about $5,000. I spent $2,000 on just these shelves. They're custom based on the size of DVDs, based on the size of manga, albums, CDs, and cassettes over there. This cost $2,000 with the $3,000 for that. Everything else was just extra stuff that I had laying around from my other locations. The manga is a much more expanded because I wanted a lot more here just to test it. And sure enough, if you followed my Disney Water philosophy, this started as 4 shelves of manga. After 6 months, we've already sold off a full shelf and we've restocked twice. So we allowed the anime from the right to slide over here to where that manga was, and we allowed physical media, which has been selling more and more lately, to slide in here to the middle. It's like everything that I've taught, from my rules to my lessons, all plays out here perfectly. And just like up there, it's not just a fad. It's a multi-generational glue. Pokemon. Pokemon is the biggest seller here in this store. There's plenty of stores in Toledo that sell Pokemon, but in the mall, it means more. Because for multiple generations, for 30 years, parents, kids, grandparents have all been buying Pokemon in some way, shape, or form here in this mall. When they find a store like Cosmic Pop Retro and they see the Pokemon, it brings something up in their zeitgeist that makes them want to buy it. Guys, Here at Cosmic Pop Retro, I've taken the 3 best genres from Dystopia and the 3 best genres from Wonderworld, and I've put them together. Cosmic Pop Retro has comics, physical media, toys, anime and manga, cards, both Pokemon and sports, along with video games and components from the 70s all the way through the 90s. This is the secret sauce to make a physical media retro nostalgia store. It's the Cracker Barrel model, but just perfectly refined into what I've been telling you for the last several years. And guys, it's paying off. It's doing double, triple, quadruple what my stores in Monroe do, and that's a less prosperous mall. So guys, even if you can't get into a nice fancy mall like the Franklin Park Mall, you can still play this business model out like I do in the Mall of Monroe. It still makes great money. It's just not making as much as this business model here in this mall. But I'm telling you, when people want to wax nostalgically, these 6 items are what they want. And I've boiled it down to the perfect storefront to make you money on the nostalgia craze. So if you haven't watched my video on how to open a store for $20K, the link is going to be in the description. Watch it. Then I will be expanding on what we've done here to show you how I use that template to build this location and how you can build more of them all across the country. I hope you do it. I hope we can all be happy and successful. But seriously, guys, in my 35 years of doing this, the last 4 have been my most proudest moments. And the last 6 months of Cosmic Pop Retro has made me the most successful. We're gonna do more content. Make sure you share this. Make sure you save it to watch it again. And we'll be putting more content right here. Thanks for watching.